had an incredible season, 3 wins and 1 loss. So to take you through all of the action this afternoon, Alana Ferguson, Ruan Sims, and we say hello to Peter Basaltis.
Emma, we might need you just to fill for a few more minutes. I'm not quite ready. No, but we are. Well done. That's a bigger lead in than most Origin matches get. So, yeah, you did very well there with Ruan, and nice of Alana to join you for at least a minute or two over there. Yeah, this is quite extraordinary.
Wearing Crocs earlier. I wanted to see them on air.
I flicked the Crocs for a 30-second stint.
But we are getting ready for what should be a highly entertaining game. Not much more to say about it because we've told you plenty over the course of the last 41 minutes or so. But thankfully, the Knights are making their way out onto the ground to Eric Teasdale Oval. There is Tamika Upton, one of the stars of NRLW. And this is a big game for the Knights. They're sitting outside the 4. We're halfway through the season. They're without one of their enforcers in the middle in Caitlin Johnston-Green, and now without their number 7 in Jessie Southwell. But what an opportunity it is today for Evie Jones. And here come the Parramatta Eels, a team that has already won 2 more games this year than they did in their entire campaign last year. And isn't Kennedy Cherrington in terrific form in the number 13?
Yeah, she sure is. Just playing with so much confidence. I think that's probably the overriding difference in how I've been viewing the Eels. A very confident side. They look quite tight-knit. George Alice has obviously done a brilliant job, but they're getting it right from the front. Kennedy Cherrington, one of those players leading the way. And then their halves, Rachel Pearson on screen now, doing a really good job at just steering the ship. But yeah, they're getting a lot right at the moment, the Eels.
We are underway for your NRLW doubleheader on this Saturday afternoon on Wide World of Sports. Hang on a second, the Eels nearly made a meal of the kickoff. Dragged down a couple of metres short. Good tackle, Faye. Last play, the Knights. Jones, rubber kick into the goal area. And Upton was coming through, might have just run out of time. They're going to check it.
Able to identify those opportunities. Evie Jones, a lovely little grubber kick. I thought in the play beforehand when they attacked that right edge, they were running a little bit too sideways, but the kick straightened things up. And then their superstar in Tamika Upton, as you see there on the Harvey Norman replay, just pushing on every single opportunity, a funky little bounce, and great work. Desperation to get there.
At the knee.
It's the only thing that worries me.
And Tamika Upton grounds the ball in the end.
Yeah, happy with that. Try
Wow.
Tamika Upton.
That was great work. And I tell you what, Abby Church thought it was going to roll, Fergo, but it just sat up a little bit in that in goal. The grass looks a bit thick there too.
Yeah, it did a really good.
And I think that gives that young woman some confidence going into this game. They started with plenty of energy, but just a nice little settling play there for the young half.
Southwell. Just short of the halfway. Jones, one of the defenders there for the Eels. Albert Jones. 2 tackles left in this set. Already 10 metres into Parramatta territory. Papani, quick play the ball as well. Higgins, Roach kicking this time, goes high in the air. Oh, confusion at the back. Roach follows up her own kick. Can she get a pass away? I'll tell you what she can to Higgins. And that's a wonderful Knights try. Newcastle on fire early.
Oh, Olivia Higgins scores the try, but she might have winded herself in the process. To that corner where the sun is streaming into the Eels' defensive line, and they let it bounce between them. No comms there between Abby Church and Monique Donovan. The ball bounces. Georgia Roach chasing her own kick, comes up with a great offload there. Look at that, right next to the post too.
Yeah, 2 tries from two kicks, both halves have already shown their influence, but they had such great momentum heading into that play the ball. They've been able to generate a couple of really quick play the balls.
There's the conversion.
She's accelerating at the pace at which she does, but she flies.
Albert Jones. Oh, stopped in the tracks. That was really good there from Murphy in particular with the initial contact. The Eels skipper, Southwell. Back towards the ruck and brought down on tackle 2. Opportunity here for the Knights to register more points. Jones to Upton to Roach. Throwing dummies. Through the hands it goes, and it's with Lillian White. Lillian White's going to run around and score. It was too easy in the end for the Knights. It's party time for Newcastle. That's 3 unanswered tries, and they skip away to a 14-0 lead.
And from the Eels not going well, Tamika Upton then got that penalty. But you get to see here on the Harvey Norman replay how busy Tamika Upton is. She's come back around to the left to make sure that the halves link up and they can execute that nice passing out to that left edge. But they're in sync at the moment. They're playing with width in their game, both sides of the ruck, but Tamika just being able to join in and make sure that the halves can play on their edges, far too dangerous.
Here's the attempted conversion, is a ripper. Tempted to reach out there, Kennedy Cherrington. Will play it. Todd Hunter fires a pass to Pearson. Pearson will try to go on her own, and she gets there. Rachel Pearson puts the Eels on the board.
Of Tamika Upton, and then Parramatta continue to play back through this space, preventing her from being able to defend.
Yeah.
We have a decision.
Yep. Tamika would have been there if she wasn't taken out of the play, no doubt.
Chalked that one off. No try.
It was a nothing tackle. She was just standing there, and you have to listen to the referee there. It's vitally important because now they're just testing their defence again here. Putting themselves under pressure, the Eels.
Clydesdale, what a run. Jackson did well down low before the cavalry arrived. Now Southwell. And a Southwell. Strong carry of the football. Tackle 2, they're only 8 metres away, looking for the 4th try. Higgins to Roach, Upton chiming in, lovely ball, and it opened up big time there for Abigail Roach. It is all the Knights.
Yeah, nice finish from Abigail Roach, but it's the subtlety in Tamika Upton's run. We're going to get to see it again here on the Harvey Norman replay. Centre in Rosie Kelly, but she just pops out on the right angle. Make sure that she sucks in that opposition centre to open up that space.
Pearson. Oh, what about that? Gets the ricochet. Goodness me, that'll be a try, will it? No, I don't think it will be. That's held up.
Stop it.
Kelly held up.
Gal Roach, look at this. Came off the legs, they're not played at, still last. What a tackle by Roach.
That's one of their most influential players as well, Abby Church, when they get these attacking opportunities. Crucial that Elsie Albert can get involved, get some of that forward momentum.
It's a late pass there from Murphy, and Albert will play it. Beckett, the dummy half. Toei Hiku. Good run. Has she got support? She might not need it. She's going to go for the corner. What a try. Casey Toei Hiku, the Eels 5'8", puts Parramatta on the board.
Well, we spoke about this young woman in the lead-up. In the Harvey Norman replay, she shows it. She just gets one off. This is her strength, her running game, her physicality. She just pushes players off left, right and centre and just keeps those legs driving to find the try line. Look at this. Big inside pressure, keeps the legs pumping, looks to offload, gets the palm happening, and she just wants it. I love that for Cassie.
She's not the biggest player on the field either, Cassie Tohihiku. Their offloading game's been on, but footy in 2 hands and options, they're so threatening across the park.
Parker wrapped up on the last. Jones, the dummy half, up and down a short side. Albert Jones will crash over the line. Did she get the ball down? I think she did. Yes, the ball found the turf as she went over the goal area, and that's another Newcastle try.
And just to hold in that, it's Abby Church. Oh, Zali Fat. Yeah, just to hold in Abby Church to create that one-on-one opportunity.
I'll be looking for points on this raid.
They sure will. They need them for Nua. 5 away from the line. It's been stirring defence from the Knights. Can the Eels find a way through? If anyone can, this person can. Elsie Albert, but she's dragged down a metre short. Beckett. Oh, Murphy will score. So finally, the Knights' defence crack and the Eels get a much-needed 4-pointer. That'll give them a lift.
Well, the other player you really need to step up in situations like this is your captain. Fine speed, but she just isn't able to get a grasp on Murphy, who does very well to catch that ball cleanly and put the ball down.
From Elsie Albert and to play the ball beforehand.
Pearson, that's a lovely conversion, snuck it through to Albert. Elsie Albert says, get out of my way. What a run. They're only a few metres away from the line. And there's the dummy over.
That's another try that an Elsie Albert run has set up.
Look at this, it's just that two pass, Mahalia Murphy to Elsie Albert, getting at the smaller tags, the smaller players. Good quick play the ball, and off the back of it, I think it's Beckett that jumps out, and I was thinking that their forwards just missed the jump there, but Beckett did so well just to keep those legs moving and find the try line right next to the post as well, which will make an easier kick for Rachel Pearson. But look at her go. Knight's hanging off her, and she does very, very well.
Pearson converts that one. Finds a pass, Hannah Southwell, lovely ball, inside to Upton, Church makes a try-saving tackle.
Oh, she's going to the bin.
She doesn't get a proper play the ball.
So no proper play the ball.
They had a lot of momentum.
Conversion of that penalty goal is successful. 12 away from the line. Southwell with a dummy, and the ball comes free. Owen's got it for Parramatta. There's not only the scoreboard in their favour, but the clock is as well, with 8 minutes remaining. The Eels are going to mount another comeback. They need to do it very soon. Tineo. 2 tackles left in this set for Newcastle. Southwell. Going to go into Eels territory and trying to put on a one-on-one steal there on Kapani, but she hung onto the ball. Did well to get the ball off Simone Kapani. Oh, this ball, favourable bounce. Jones has got it. Jones! Jones, the debutant, the teenager, scores a try for the Newcastle Knights that could well seal the game. What a moment for the youngster.
Tamika Upton's done a good job at jumping in at first receiver to relieve some of that pressure, but we see here on the Harvey Norman replay, her halves partner, Roach, Georgia Roach, puts in the kick, and it was just an excellent chase. Great desperation again, good timing onto the footy. They allowed the footy to bounce, which gave the young half this opportunity to push through, and there's nothing better than seeing that smile. Just so keen to roll her sleeves up, but unfortunately coughs the footy up in that instance.
They're back on track, the Knights. Without a couple of their stars this afternoon, and they're going to be able to get the job done, and an important game for them coming into this round outside the top 4. Clydesdale herself now will be up around 170 metres. Upton! Tamika Upton to sit back and enjoy this magnificent athlete. What a way to cap off a fantastic victory for the Knights. Tamika Upton, she's done it all today, and that's a terrific end of the game for this magnificent Knights fullback.
Just her decision, she just sits behind the rack just to pop up on the left. She actually slows up her run a little bit, takes on Abby Church, puts on that little right foot step and just absolutely gasses her. But her ability to change direction and then also accelerate through space, her timing has been incredible this game. And just awareness as to where she wants to pop up, just toyed with poor Abby Church, who we also gave a rap to Rue. She's had a brilliant game, but Tamika Upton's taken her footy to another level with the absence of Jessie Southwell.
Yeah, she certainly has, and I was just looking at her runs after we were discussing Abby Church's work, and I thought, geez, Roach adds the extra too. But she has been fantastic, Salty.
Yeah, she sure has. That is full time. And what a win for the Newcastle Knights. They've got the job done by 20 points in the end over the Eels, who threatened to come back early in the second half, but it was the Knights too strong in the end.